When you think about your job, there's the handbook they give you on day one, right? But then there's this other set of rules, the big ones, the ones that govern basically everything. Today, we're going to crack open that invisible rule book and see what's really inside.
So, who actually writes these rules? You might think it's the CEO, or maybe the folks in HR. But honestly, the truth is way more complicated, and it affects every single one of us. Let's dive in.
All right, so first up, let's talk about the foundation of everything, the legal rulebook that HR has to follow. And I'm not talking about company memos or dress codes here. This is the real deal. This is the law.
At the heart of it all are what we call labor laws. The easiest way to think about them is like the official rules of a game, right? They're there to make sure the playing field is level between the company and its people. It's all about making sure everyone gets a fair shake.
And this rulebook, it's with you for your entire career journey. I mean, from the moment you sign that first contract, to how you get paid, to making sure your office is safe, it's all in there, protecting your rights every single day you're on the job.
Okay, so we've got the foundation. Now let's get to the good stuff, how these rules actually protect you. We're talking about the core protections that are all about safety and fairness for people.
And let me be absolutely clear on this. Fairness at work, it's not just a nice idea. It's not a company perk. It is the law, period.
So what does that actually look like day to day? Well, it means that the huge moments in your career, getting that job, earning a promotion, even being let go, it all has to come down to your skills and performance, not who you are. The law is there specifically to fight bias and protect you from discrimination because of your gender, your race, religion, disability, you name it.
Right up there with fairness is another absolute non-negotiable: your safety.
And look, companies can't just, cross their fingers and hope for the best. They have a legal duty to build a safe workplace from the ground up. They have to follow really strict rules to stop accidents before they happen, making sure your job doesn't just feel safe, it actually is safe.
Okay, but what happens when a business operates all over the world? Suddenly, that rulebook isn't just one book anymore. It turns into this giant, complicated global puzzle with totally different rules in every country. Imagine you're a huge global company. This is like walking a legal tightrope. Something that's totally fine in one country could get you into huge trouble in another. They've got to figure out this messy web of laws and make sure they're following the rules everywhere they operate. Just look at this for a second. In the US, you've got a major law that's all about fair treatment and equal opportunity. But then hop over to Indonesia, and their main labor law is this super broad thing that covers, well, pretty much everything: contracts, worker protection, the whole shebang. It's a fantastic example of how different countries can tackle the same basic idea in totally different ways. So, we've talked about the rules, the protections, the global puzzle. But what's the bottom line here? Why does any of this really matter? Because it goes way beyond just staying out of trouble with the law. Yeah, of course, following the law keeps a company from getting sued. But honestly, that's just table stakes. The real win is so much bigger than that. It's about building genuine trust. It's about becoming a company that people know doesn't just talk the talk about doing the right thing, but actually walks the walk.
Because here's the thing, right? A company can follow every single rule in the book and still be a terrible place to work. So I want to leave you with this to think about. Is your workplace just following the rules to check a box? Or is it really trying to build a culture that feels truly and honestly fair?